I'm Alex is one of the few YouTubers who genuinely disgust me. People were looking for someone to point the finger at. I think he doesn't take accountability for what he says or does.
Would you say, before you get to the other reasons, would you say that's the main thing?
Yeah, 100%.
So if he came out and was like, look, I've done this, I've done that, would that be fine with you?
That would be it. He's never though. Even the apology to Slazzo was so bad. I hate that. I'm like, I'm 100% the kind of guy, and I've been wrong in videos before, and I've done things that weren't right. And the minute that happens, I'll correct it, and I'll be like, look, I f***ed up here, and that's it. Because I want people to be able to trust me as well with like the things I'm telling them.
I'm Alex. We're doing the update now. Guys, if you don't know, if you haven't seen it, we have done 750 pages of document readings on in Alex and Alice Has. We published our final video in that whole saga a couple of days ago. If you go to playlist on the YouTube channel, you can check it out right now. I've updated tons of stuff here. So you can now see all the videos that we've done recently and all the videos we've done kind of this year. I hadn't done playlists since like December. So now there's new playlists. We have Mutahar related videos for the Mutahar controversy. We have Denim/Frogan related videos. There is some overlap, obviously, with some of these topics. Destiny-related videos, we have the full set of those. Hassan Piker-related videos, and this goes all the way back to the channel's creation, so stuff that was done with like Dylan Burns years ago is in these playlists. But the main ones we want to talk about here are Alex and the Alice Hes response ones. So if you're trying to figure out where I responded to portions of stuff from the document, you can see that pages 0 to 125 are here, 125 to 215 are here, 215 to 368, 368 to 496, 496 to 617, and this is obviously 617 to 750. I didn't put that on there. I'll put it on tonight. But yeah, if you want to go through and find any point, people were telling me, Nick, why didn't you just take all this stuff and put it in and like crop it down to like the best parts? And I'm like, that's just a commentary video. And I think other people are making those. I think Willie Mac Show made a pretty decent one on it. Kavos, we're going to check out today because Kavos is like the I'm Alex guy. So I'm going to be checking his video out there. And obviously this is the original allegations on top with the 4 subsequent videos going through Alex's initial response. These were recorded obviously prior to the 750 page document. And if you're looking for anything else, Boblox related videos, Mr. Beast related videos, Boogie related videos, Alex related videos, Ethan Klein related videos, and Anissa Jomha videos or whatever, these were all updated very recently. So you can get anything you're looking for if you don't want to sit here and start scrolling all these nameless clickbait slop videos that I put on this channel. Brick Wiggler, por favor. I don't think I have it on hand, but I might be able to find one. I actually said we were never going to use this again, and I totally don't know where it is. Hellbent, by the way, shout out to Hellbent who made these wigglers for me, and they're not even by request. Hellbent just made them for me, and I've been using them because they're so fucking awesome. Okay, I got it. I got the Brick Wiggler. Thank you. She actually made the Brick Wiggler one without even me requesting or mentioning it that I wanted it. So that was very cool. We now have the brick on the Wiggler. We'll make the Wiggler a little bigger. Bigler. It's a Bigler now, dude. Okay, so we're gonna be checking out I'm Alex accidentally exposed himself, disturbing leaks. And I can't wait, dude. I've been waiting for fucking Kavos to have this guy for years. And to do this, we're gonna be playing some epic Fortnite and getting a victory royale.
The cretin I'm Alex has come out of his cave after a year to respond to the accusations by his ex-girlfriend, Alice. This video is one of the worst things I've ever seen. To put it bluntly, it's an Avengers length video where Alex completely lies and tries to play helpless little victim. We already knew a year ago that
Have you got the Adventure Time skins? No, but you can with code Diorio in the Fortnite item shop.
Wasn't true.
I'm gonna bash your Oh god, I don't think we played this clip once during our entire recent coverage. Maybe on like the first day. But dude, the OG allegations are brutal.
A year ago that just wasn't true.
I'm gonna bash your head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut the up.
Well, today we're going to tell you the truth about I'm Alex. But I'm not going to make you guys suffer through the whole 2-hour long video. Today I'm going to just talk about the key points that Alex brings up in this video, where Alex outright lies, tries to paint a narrative with a handful of screenshots and evidence, and the evidence is either pure shite or it isn't relevant at all. He is scraping the back.
And this is kind of the video you wanted. So you wanted a person who'd take this all and put it into an easier to... I mean, I spoke to Kavos in DMs. This is the video that needed to be made. A 21-minute thing going through all the points where Alex lied and using Alice's statement to sub in for the lies. This is exactly what needed to be made.
Barrel for any proof. Meanwhile, Alice has uploaded a 7...
By the way, the only problem is that we got a British guy to say Alice and Alex, and these are like very similar sounding names.
100-page, yes, 700-page Google Doc showing thousands of text messages, numerous voice recordings of Alex. And when you watch Alex's response video and look at what Alice provides, she proves and debunks a lot of Alex's points and shows his clear lies and manipulation of the situation. I want to start with this argument where Alex and Alice get into a heated argument because Alex can't function like a normal human adult and just can't.
I legitimately don't understand how this happened. Like, I don't know. Like, Alex is the guy who called out so many other people for bad behavior over the years. It's like you don't know that you're walking into the same trap that you literally spring on other people.
Can't do basic things like cleaning crumbs off a kitchen counter. Things get heated. Alice decides she wants to remove herself from the situation and leave the house. Alex decides to follow her around and berate her. And we actually have the recordings of this.
You look like a miserable fucking little cunt all the time. Like, your face is annoying to look at, like when I come downstairs.
Is this face app to look like Alex, or is that what it looked like in the actual fucking thing? Is that what he looked like originally?
Like, I'm actually fed up of looking at you, which is why I sleep downstairs, because I don't want to have to go upstairs and, oh, you're taking all the covers. It's like, woman just, like, asked me to buy another one, or stop complaining. Like, nothing, the thing is, it annoys me. Nothing needs to be an argument, because everything is fixable. Buy a new duvet.
Everything is fixable. Again, this is supposedly audio after he kicked Alice in the back. So I don't think anything at this point was fixable. Now that we know in hindsight.
But no, you've always got to act like none of this stuff, because you don't actually try and fix any of your problems. Like, it's infuriating.
Add yourself Kevin's tweet.
Like earlier, you're miserable about
Your gameplay is fake. I'm going to expose it. Oh yeah? Well, guess what? I'm going to hit the fucking bird is the word right now. It's Sabrina Carpenter. And there's nothing you can do about it. But did you know these whole streams are pre-recorded? That's another one. The chat's not even here right now.
You say what it is, it's fine. You don't clean up after yourself. Neither do you.
Oh my god, dude. Alright. What is it with censoring like 1 decibel of the word? There's no fucking way that that just tricked YouTube. That was a hard R, bro.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I didn't go around.
If it was pre-recorded, I would have cut that.
You don't clean up after. Why? You're not even honest to pay for any of it. So, who really cares if you
Dude, POV, Nick is murdering his... Okay, shut up.
say? Like, what does it even matter? If you want to clean up, I'll hire one.
He is so unhinged. This argument is what led to Alex kicking Alice. Alex started crying and messaging Alex when she removed herself from the situation
I don't know if it led to it, but I know it was post.
successfully.
I thought it was post. Maybe I'm wrong.
Leave, like, for no reason, like, because you refused to talk to me about, like, just cleaning the kitchen. I have to cancel all my plans. I'm going to spend all day talking to lawyers tomorrow because I haven't been paid for 2 fucking months, and you're on purposely trying to drive me up the fucking wall. Like, I don't want to see you.
Thank you, Kai.
If you're going to try and, like, mentally fucking torture me. I don't understand what's so fucking wrong about that. I know that you do it because I know that you know it drives me insane. I know that you are angry at me for something that because I didn't.
Dude, I know you're angry at me for some reason. I can't possibly even conceive of what that could be. It's not the things that you've texted me over and over and over again and said were the grievances. It must be the imaginary things that I would make up later in my exposed video.
Clean the side of the kitchen, and yeah, okay, I get it. I get that you're upset with me because I didn't clean the side of the kitchen after I used it or whatever. But oh, come on, man, it's been Christmas, and like I am busy. Like, of course I forget to clean the side sometimes, and I was gonna do it. I ain't even eaten breakfast yet. Like, the pressure you put on me is insane.
You can see there Alice says, I upped and left because you kicked me, not because
Oh my, and it's literally in the messages, yeah.
of the kitchen, because you kicked me and insulted me. In which Alice responds with, I was trying to get your attention, man. I didn't karate kick you, and you know it. He 100% admits to kicking her.
And it's like, dude, later on, Alex tried to use the same line of logic to say like, oh, you fucking, what was it? Like, you fucking, you slap me or something. It's like, well, I didn't slap you for no reason or whatever. It's like, oh, I didn't slap you hard or something. And that was the angle he was taking with it. Is that like a slap is a slap, but a kick isn't a kick?
But because it wasn't some karate kick, then...
Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure she denies the slap at all.
Hey, it's all right. I can kick you in a heated
Dude, have your brick fist. Honey, are you okay? You haven't even eaten your brick fist yet.
Exchange of where I'm really frustrated and angry.
Act like none of this stuff, because you don't actually try and fix any of your problems.
Because, you know, it wasn't a karate kick. Well, this little gimp denied...
This little gimp, bro. No shit.
This outright.
No way.
In his response video. He denies it ever happened. He denies...
Yeah, it was a push, not a punch, and it was called a punch to the head, yeah.
Kicked her because he actually says that Alice was the one hitting and threatening him.
I was angry and upset because Alice had hit me and then had begun to threaten me. When I got angry and started to lose my temper, Alice recorded me. Alice says that she recorded this because she was scared that I'd hit her again, but this is false as I hadn't kicked her or hit her. Alice has then begun recording me halfway through an argument that started because she had hit me after we had argued on the sofa as a way to pass off a completely false story.
Luckily, Alice has shown us the text of that night when the incident happened. Alex does not once accuse Alice of ever hitting him, and we get even more proof of his outright lie with this pathetic voice recording.
On the last night that you were here, that I got angry at you and I pushed you and then...
It's like, I'm gonna lie about this in my video, but here's the voice recording that, like, I just assumed you didn't have anymore because I tried to delete all my shit and I forgot to delete this. Yeah.
I kicked you in the behind when you walked away from me. It's not acceptable. I thought at the time that I was being, like, jokey, but not in, like, a nice way. It was mean. It was rude. I was doing it to be like, oh, come back, and it's pathetic behaviour, and it's not acceptable.
But this is false as I hadn't kicked her or hit her.
He's just completely lying. What a fucking rat. The fact he thinks he will just get away with this.
Dude, you know what's crazy is I've been watching these Alex Kavos videos for what feels like 7 years now, and it starts like, you used the fucking wrong thumbnails, mate. You use the word hate in your fucking titles. That's fucking toxic. I don't know if that was ever a criticism, but now it's
Nicholas,
like you
the goat.
It's like you've literally fucking kicked your girlfriend. Like the escalations if you watch all of these back to back is hilarious.
Like no one would check or no one would try and see if his story was complete bullshit. He is just low life.
It like literally goes from, yeah, it's a bad thumbnail, mate, to like you were going to bash your girlfriend's skull in with a fucking brick.
Fucking scum.
Another situation involving physical abuse. Alice claims that Alex got her in a headlock and covered her mouth to stop her from screaming. Alex obviously denies this in his video.
Alice knew she would be using them in her document and that she had been planning this full story about me. Alice has used these texts to make it seem like I had physically assaulted her when this never happened. This isn't the only time Alice has used similar proof to claim something had happened which had never taken place at all, and she does this many times in her document.
However, Alice provides texts that lead up...
This is all pre-recorded, meaning the donos aren't real.
Thank you for the
Eat your heart out,
$5,
Dark
my
Viper.
man.
Thank you.
us to believe something definitely did happen. It says, okay, I was still gonna leave. I told you to never do something like that again since you dragged me. Alex replies, and get one over again. You did it again.
And we covered this. The main takeaway here is that all the stuff that Alex is saying in his video, like the long-standing history of abuse that was going on throughout the full entirety of their relationship, is not referenced in these text messages. Alex, like it could be like on Alex's messages that we hadn't seen. He doesn't choose to show these to us in the video, so we have nothing to go by. But supposedly he's claiming that he was being abused throughout the entirety of his relationship. But when Alice says something like, oh, you dragged me, oh, you kicked me, oh, you did this to me, oh, you did that to me, there's always messages that were like them at least talking about it that were relevant to the time when it actually happened. So it leads me to believe a lot more what Alice is saying in comparison to Alex, because all of Alex's stuff could just be retroactive and you wouldn't even know. Well, you would know because there's nothing there implying that it actually even occurred.
So I leave. So now,
and no, he's never addressed the brick.
Now you've changed it. You can't go around a rented house screaming. I had to stop you somehow. Alice says goodbye,
Because you don't talk to me, I told you to calm down. Alice says, you put hands on me because I was screaming. Maybe stop doing what you was doing. Again, another situation where Alice has actual evidence and receipts from the night.
It's like, I would love to know if he didn't actually drag her or put her hand over the mouth. Like, what the fuck are those messages then? Like, how could you go in your video and say this never happened when you know you have text messages of you admitting that it happened? You can like, Alex could have looked these things up on his phone with iMessage search and known this stuff was here.
It happened, and Alex is just saying, oh, guys, it didn't happen. She did it, not me. She was the one being horrible. It's just pathetic. Alice also said that Alex would smash her belongings, saying that he smashed her monitor in some hissy fit of rage. Alex claims he never broke anything in the relationship.
Alice has also gone on to accuse me of smashing up her belongings, which is a lie. At no point had I broken anything of Alice's during our relationship.
Like, this is crazy. There's just so much evidence that he broke stuff of hers. Why even try this?
Well, here are texts where Alice says, I appreciate you sending that money for my screens, by the way. Alex, I didn't mean to break them. How do you not mean to break a monitor? I mean, look at the fucking state of that thing. But he admits it on text. Back in the day.
I can't believe your keyboard, your monitor, and your other monitor all happen to be fucked over in like a... And by the way, the other aspect of this too is that she's begging him not to put his, like, the stuff outside where it would be destroyed in the rain. That's another, like, level to this, is that, like, he's threatening to destroy it by putting it, because at one point he says in the garage, at another point he says, I'm putting your stuff outside. So he's threatening her to destroy her stuff. She gets there, it is destroyed, just not in the way that you'd expect. And then he's like, oi mate, I never destroyed nothing.
And he comes on his response, clawing back, trying to redeem himself.
At no point had I broke...
The keys pop themselves. Fuck the keys, dude. The keyboard's metal. Bro, the metal on the keyboard, like the paint had fucking, or whatever the hell is actually on the metal keyboard, was like dented in, and it was looking like actual raw metal.
Anything of Alice's during our relationship.
Lying again. And it only gets worse as we keep building up. Alex then tries to bring...
Like, how do you dent a fucking metal keyboard by accident?
Receipts to this argument, saying that Alice would constantly blackmail him to stay with her.
When Alice had left the house, I finally thought I could escape our relationship and that I wouldn't have to see her again. This is when Alice began to start blackmailing me and threatening me because I was asking her to stay away. Alice told me that she was going to come back and that she was only gone for a night. When I told Alice I didn't want her to come back, she accused me of physically abusing her. Alice then threatened to report this lie to the police to stop me from trying to leave our relationship. I knew that now, if I tried to leave, Alice would accuse me of physically abusing her, as she had used this to get me to back down from trying to end our relationship in this conversation.
So the messages that pop up when Alex is making this point don't prove this at all. The text Alex shows are after he kicked her and Alice left. Alex was then threatening to use her PC as some sort of leverage to try and get her.
Yeah, I mean, this is just so fucking crazy, dude. But this is exactly what people wanted. They go, oh, I don't want to read a 750-page Google document. I wish someone would put it in, like, little words and I can understand. And I think having the full document there is good utility. Because if you don't understand the context that something that Kavos is saying is, like, what it's actually meaning, you can go watch somebody read it. That's what I thought my video aimed to prove. I understood why people wanted a shorter, cut down version, but that wasn't really what I was going for.
To come back by saying that he's going to stick the PC outside and in the cold because she left. And as Alice just got kicked by Alex, she responds with, I'll post about your abuse then, because she just came off the back of being physically abused, which Alex conveniently tries to like not mention this situation. And bear in mind, he's painting this whole story out that he did.
I remember a few instances of Alex telling Alice to stay away. Yeah, but it's never like stay away. Dude, it was literally leave as like a frustration point because she won't concede an argument or she did something that bothered him. But the minute she would leave, it would be like, come back. You have to talk to me. Come back now. You have to come back to me. You fucked it. You fucked this relationship. Come back. Talk to me now. Or like even more so when the the doll wasn't in the room when she went to go collect her things during the end of the relationship, and then he got like so defensive that he didn't steal it, when it was so obvious to everybody reading it that the most likely scenario is he hid it on purpose so there'd be another excuse for her to return back at a later date. Because if she comes back to pick up her stuff, that might be it, she's done, maybe they never speak again. But if she wants this Ari doll so badly, it'll get her back through the door a second time.
Didn't even kick her when we know for a fact
it's a control thing, yeah.
He did. Alice, again, complaining that I left the house because you kicked me and insulted me, telling Alex to chill out for a day, accusing Alex of threatening her and wanting Alex to just not touch her stuff as he was leveraging her 3K PC and threatening to touch and move it outside because she left and removed herself from the situation and he couldn't handle it. What even is this evidence?
Now, if I try to leave, Alice would accuse me of physically abusing.
That is just absolutely not what is happening here. Alice is being reasonable and trying to get him to calm down. Alex is threatening to use her PC and put it outside because she left after getting kicked by Alex. And Alex has the audacity to sit there being like, I finally thought I was free. I finally thought I could actually escape Alice after this because she was blackmailing to keep me.
Finally thought I could escape our relationship.
I knew I could escape, dude. This is the only way I could get out of here. It's like he took her story and used it to write his own. That's what it really feels like here. He read through all the messages and said, hey, this looks good. I like this part. Not this one. I'll cut this one out. I'll do this one in my own words.
No, I wouldn't have to see her again.
It's projection? Yeah, literally.
No, she wasn't. This is absolutely not a representation of these texts that he are showing. And then bear in mind, he said this in a voice message.
On the last night that you were here, that I got angry at you and I pushed you and then I kicked you in the behind when you walked away from me. It's not acceptable. I thought at the time that I was being like jokey, but not in like a nice way. It was mean. It was rude. I was doing it to be like, oh, come back. And it's pathetic behaviour and it's not acceptable.
In this entire video, you can count on both hands how much evidence Alex actually has. And as you can see, he makes these insanely big claims and backs it up with evidence that doesn't even show what he's claiming. Since this came out a year ago, I'm yet to see any damning evidence against Alice or even to show that she...
No, she said the N-word. No!
It was even a tiny bit as bad as Alex, because she wasn't. They are on different galaxies, and Alex was the one begging for her back constantly.
I've only realised how much I must have hurt you. I acted like when you left that it was because you didn't care. But now I realise...
God, this is still music to my ears, dude. Holy shit. Isn't this awesome to hear him cry?
It was the strongest thing, and it was the hardest thing for you to do, because it must have been so hard for you. Because I know how I feel now, and it can't be half as bad as what you feel. And that you left because you felt like you had no...
Like, I've been waiting years to hear him do this.
...choice, and even then you...
It goes hard in the paint, bro.
Beg you to come back.
Peg you to come back? Ooh.
And I didn't. Because I was being such a self-centered arsehole. I want to spend every minute now trying to make it up to you of my life. I want to dedicate my life to you, and I had the chance. I had you. You were by my side. You were laid in my bed, and I didn't, because I was too busy being like, oh, you would kiss me, because I pissed her off, and I pushed you so far away. I have so much to...
We should make his crying a donation sound. I'll look to do that soon.
...to apologise for. I tried to make you call me all those times because I knew it was going to go on for a long time. And I wasn't lying when I said that my plan was to just do all of this right now. And I think that's the worst part, is that even when I was insulting you on these conversations, even up until 4 days ago, you know, I wanted to make you call me, because I wanted to go, hey, by the way, everything that I've said is completely wrong. Actually, I really f***ed you over, and I really f***ed up, and I didn't do it, and because you wouldn't call me, I was like, oh, well, if she doesn't want to call me, she doesn't deserve it. And I'm just so stupid. I convinced myself...
There's like a raw clip here for a while. Jesus, how long does this go on? Oh, we're good.
You didn't deserve a proper apology.
My mic became louder on your end? Is there something wrong with my mic?
Goodbye, Alice. I did love you more than anything.
No.
Oh, God, it hurts to say. Because I can't love you anymore. You're not mine to love.
And as this voice recording...
Oh, God, you're not mine to love. Sounds like the gay YouTube version of The Notebook.
sound like a man who's trapped by blackmail, and Alice is the one begging for Alex back. Not Alex. No, it couldn't be him. Oh,
not Alex. Couldn't be our Alex.
Wait.
First, I was crazy with heartbreak. I won't deny that. I was messaging you over and over and over again because I was so terrified that I couldn't fix this.
Yeah, I wonder why that might be. I don't know, Mr. YouTuber who judges other people. How did your relationship end?
And in that process, I pushed you further and further away because I wasn't trying to fix it. I just wanted you to give me the chance. That's insane. I've constantly put everything on you, made it your problem that you have to fix, like you have to fix me.
Yeah, really sounds like Alice was the one pleading for this little gremlin back.
And it doesn't help that it really feels like when you're looking at the messages on Facebook that he's pretending that he gives a shit about her just to like save his image, because that's what I get out of it. And he eventually kind of gets around to it. But it's like, no, I just want to give us closure, which maybe he wanted in some degree, but it's very like, he's like, why is this public, babe? Hey, is there anything I can help you with? Oh, I could do better. Also, why is you tweeting about this? Why are people posting this on social media?
This is the evidence he took a year to come up with. A year for his big video response. This is the damning evidence he shows. Meanwhile, Alice gives us 700 pages of evidence, of proof, of transparency. This video isn't even showing like 10% of what Alice has shown and proven and provided. It is truly overwhelming. Alex then goes on to claim that Alice hit and punched Alex over Alice's cat.
Reached the point where I was afraid to interact with our cat or Alice out of fear of being assaulted, as it had been going on for months at this point.
Alice says that she pushed Alex off him.
Oh, this is good. Now we're actually going to hold him to his words here, finally.
Because he kept being weird with the cat and saying things she didn't like, saying he was in her face and all over her when he was doing this.
And I stand like, dude, if you're going to say you're going to kill the girl, like the living, breathing female woman, right? You're going to say you're going to kill Alice. Am I really like that shocked to find out that you might have said that about her cat? Like, I don't think there's any evidence. I think it was a verbal thing that he talked about murdering the cat. But if you said you'd literally murder and, like, fucking bash her skull in with a brick or kill her, then, like, is it really that much of a stretch to say that you do that about the cat, too?
Bear in mind...
It's not just with a brick. There was, like, several I'd kill you kinds of messages.
This is actually Alice's cat. Alex claims and tries to paint a story that Alice would do these things throughout their relationship and for months.
Reached the point where I was afraid to interact with our cat or Alice out of fear of being assaulted, as it had been going on for months at this point.
Whereas after they broke up, Alex claimed that you hit me once over the cat. So again, he's exaggerating completely in his response, claims Alice punched her, which will
Yo, thank you for the $5, my dude.
Get onto.
Oh,
In private, Alice said, oh, no, you only hit me once over the cat. Alex here is claiming he got hit.
But it's written in her own document that she did push me, and that it was because of me making these jokes about the cat. Alice texted me saying she hadn't hit me, and this was after I'd accused her of punching me in our bedroom in person.
Again, even the evidence he shows, Alex didn't say, oh my god, you punched me, what the fuck? He goes, don't try and hit.
I feel like he references the push, too, and then try and hit me.
Doesn't even accuse her of actually hitting him.
But the evidence Alex shows leaves out the context and important content of what actually happened and was said on that particular night. Alex never claims Alice punched him. He does constantly claim she pushed him. This text message, Alice says, I said don't say weird shit like he's going to be taken away. Alex said, you pushed me. In which Alice claims, off of me.
No!
Alex reiterates,
no!
You pushed me.
No, bro, come on. How did I do that?
WTF, WTF, WTF. Alice says, you said weird shit. I pushed you off. Grow up. So these texts also corroborate with what Alice said happened, that Alex was getting in her face, being antagonizing with her cat, and she pushed him off her. Like, get out my space. Like, leave me alone. There is no proof that Alice punched I'm Alex. Someone getting in your face, being annoying, antagonizing, you just like shoving him off is wildly different to someone lamping you in the face, which, let's be clear, Alex is trying to paint out that is what happened. It is clear as day. Who was the instigator? Who was the one constantly tweaking out, losing their shit at the smallest possible thing, making extreme threats, using physical force? There's no substance to Alex's claim that he was just downtrodden.
Yeah, this is great, dude. I think Kavos did a really good job on this one. It seems to hit all the major details. There's not really a lot of fat on the video. 20 minutes is something that I think a lot of people can consume. I think this is really going to push it out to a lot of new people. Also, happy birthday, Rosa Bonafoy. Bonafoy? Rosa Bonafoy. Bonafoy. Thank you. Happy birthday.
What's the name of the
innocent
guy?
victim?
Wait,
Star Orbiter.
did I just get fucking owned?
Waiting to be freed from Alice. Alice even shows a timeline of text throughout.
No, it was a regular birthday? Yes! Regular birthday!
Relationship where she basically tells Alex, please stop with the verbal abuse. Alex's lies continue when he talks about Claire's law. Alice mentioned Claire's law.
Alice said that future partners can check Claire's law, and later claimed she got me put down in the system so that any future partners who know how Claire's law works can use this information to stay safe from me. The information that is—
It's so fucking crazy that, like, he spent a year and he didn't know how Claire's law worked, or lied thinking that nobody would fucking possibly ever engage with it.
accessible through Claire's law would be a criminal record, also known as a criminal history. All of this information is available on the Claire's Law website, which I will link in the description. Alice has said that Claire's law can be used and that I am in the system, alleging that I am a convicted criminal or that I have a criminal record.
So Claire's law is in the UK, and what it does is that if you request information about your partner or someone you're involved with, if they have police reports, history of domestic violence, or criminal record, the information will be privately disclosed to you for your safety. It is important to set out that you don't have to be convicted, and Alex claims you have to be convicted for Claire's law.
Alice has said that
like, this is just so fucking nuts, dude. Holy shit, dude.
Claire's law can be used and that I am in the system, alleging that I am a convicted criminal or that I have a criminal record.
Well, factually, you don't. This is another flat-out lie. Literally, one Google search can show you that Claire's law does not automatically
like, it's so stupid. Like, why would you walk into this?
require a police investigation. Alice also proved that she filed a police report against Alex with multiple evidence, multiple screenshots claiming abuse. And now under Claire's law, a future partner of Alex's, God fucking forbid, if they request—
Alex should legally never be able to date again. Fuck all the stuff I said about James Somerton. Fuck that shit, dude.
information about Alex, previous police reports involving domestic violence or abuse, which Alice filed, will be disclosed. Again, Alex tries his hardest but fails to paint Alice out as a liar. Even then, he has the audacity to link the Claire's Law website in his video in an attempt to make his point more believable, I guess. Like, guys, I'm linking you to the website. Clearly, I'm right. He is a real dumb fuck. It is outright insanity that Alex thinks he can get away with this. He is one of the biggest pieces of dirt that YouTube has seen. He always has been. I mean, since 2016, when I first knew him, he only kept getting worse and worse and worse. And now we're at this stage where he's like actually fucked. He absolutely deserves no way back onto the platform. So the people who left comments on Alex's video response being like, oh, they're just both
20 gifted. Thank you so much, bro.
As bad as each other, I would kindly ask you go fuck yourself.
I think it's a great video. Fucking shout out Kavos. I'm not subbed on this channel, I'm subbed on my main channel, but Jesus fucking Christ. Using the picture of Gollum whenever you had an Alex voice reading playing this had me creasing. You were one person who called that out when he's actually popular. Always remember the Happy Hour podcast clip. I mean, dude, you can go back in Kavos' history and just type I'm Alex, and you could see these guys get older. Like they literally grew up hating each other.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like
5 years ago,
Why?
4 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago. I think there's older than that, right? What is the oldest one here? Is it this one? 9 months ago. Worst apology. This is Slazo stuff. Did he remove older videos done with YouTube?
Is this really lolly?
He might have removed the older videos, bro.
I always do the
Oh, he shouted us out. Thank you, Kavos, for the shout out. I think I got tagged in that. I didn't even notice. Thank you. Oh fuck, dude. Let me look at the. Oh wait, actually, I have a good idea. Let's go to I'm Alex. I'm gonna kill the gifted subs, but thank you. I'm Alex. Kavos. So I doubt he's removed his videos. I don't think this is good. Oh yeah, dude. Look at this, bro. Unmute.
Stroke my cock. Stroke my hard.
Dude, look how young they are in this. This is from fucking 2017.
It's just, oh yeah,
Kavos.
not wrong.
Kavos.
Like, oh yeah, everyone else is wrong. You're not a hypocrite.
Kavos.
Oh, stroke my cock. Stroke my hard throbbing cock. Oh, this made me hard. I was throbbing more than a nonce at a nursery.
In the woods, found a dead dollar, found a dead.
Hello everyone, let me just make sure I'm in focus. There we go. Now,
by the way, Alex looks exactly the same. Literally exactly the same current day that he did here.
now we can record. Hello everyone, I'm Alex, and welcome back to another video. Now, this is not a roast.
He's got a little higher pitched voice.
Video. This is not one of those, because I'm prepared to actually stand by what I'm going to say in this video.
Now, I feel like he's not going to make a roast video back at the new Kavos one.
Do unto others as you would wish they would do unto you.
This is actually Alex before he got the turbo AIDS rash.
Is going to be the basic motto of today's video. A life lesson, may I say. Today, I'll be talking about my commentator, Kavos. Now, I'm allowed to make a video on Kavos because we both personally knew each other.
Is that me and Rice Gum? We know each other.
If you fucking dare cross the line and make a video on Kavos after this, there will be hell to pay.
Jesus. Alright, yeah, so that was the old Alex stuff. It's so crazy. There's like a fucking 7-year feud ends with like domestic abuse allegations. And I was pointing out the I'm Alex subreddit here, saying our Alex supporters just intentionally ignoring the 750-page document of evidence. Cats a flockin'. Thank you for the 20 gifted. I appreciate it. About why he doesn't deserve their support. But whenever I ask him, have you looked at the 750-page document that Alice posted? Silence. I never get another response. Are they intentionally ignoring it so they can go back to standing their sweet little abuser? And I don't think they actually... there wasn't a post that I found of Kavos' video on the subreddit, but I do feel like the only way that you could be saying it's like a mutual thing entirely from like top to the bottom and we should write it off is if you just haven't read the document, if you haven't engaged with the content, if you haven't watched a single video of anybody who's talked about it. Like, it's literally the only way you can get him out of this, in my opinion. Then Alex posted a couple other things. This is like the most shocking. So if you guys don't know, on his main channel, he's been doing live streams, but when he puts out his response video, the first thing he shows is like, I have removed a video on May's diary because she faked cancer. Did anybody see? We didn't cover this at the time because it wasn't really relevant, but I will talk about it now. Alex like came back, lied about his fucking allegations towards Alice, and then tried to grandstand about how somebody who he made a video supporting had faked their cancer.
A year ago, I posted a video on this YouTube channel in memory of...
He has a big red clown nose. I take that really fucking offensively because I also have a red pop filter on the end of my Shure SM7B.
A girl called May who died of leukemia at 17. And I had spoken to May.
Dude, he's like on 1 HP. Like, cause, dude, this is like fucking weird, bro.
I had various calls with May. I had friends who met May in person. And it was terrible. It was one of the
This is how we felt like when we found out that Bo Black's
saddest things I have ever seen. And watching somebody deteriorate over that time span was...
What's the upload date? March 28th, 2025. So this is, if you go back and look at the I'm Alex channel, my response, it should have been like the day before, maybe? Like it's before Alice released the document, for sure. Let me see. So you go to I'm Alex right now on his I'm Alex channel, and what you'll see here is my response.
Criminal.
My response was 3 weeks ago, March 20th. So he came back, actually this is 8 days later. 8 days after the comeback, he starts grandstanding. I thought it was actually much sooner. And then he's been doing these streams.
I love the singing.
Oh, I need a drink. Stuff on the party, don't stop.
Oh, what a banger, man. That might be
reacting to TikToks on a fucking live stream. This is so fucking decrepit. How does he do this without getting claimed? Like, is he picking TikToks that aren't copyright? Let me see. I think he talked about...
It's very kind of you, and I really appreciate it. So thank you. Elphaba threatened to call the police on people.
Okay, that's not it.
Oh. But I mean, maybe they have a reason. I don't know.
I thought they talked about the police are here. Or like, report? Is that... Maybe he's cut it out? Filed? No. Claire... Nicholas. There, that's... At least we got one good clip out of the stream.
That's what I need. Nicholas! The GOAT. Thank you for the $5, my man. I appreciate that.
Dude, the fucking awkward laugh after he realized who actually sent the money.
Oh, as you can see.
I love that
Nice
selfie
sunny
stick.
days.
Yeah, that's so fucking funny. Okay, back here.
Horrible. But I'm now finding out today that potentially none of this was at any point.
That was actually me. Yeah, I went in there and I was banned on my main account. So I checked my second account, like my stream account, the one I'd be posting on. I was banned before I even got there. So I jumped on Nicholas Diorio Archive, and that was me. It was the yellow account.
I shared a fundraiser, a GoFundMe on here.
What did you say? He saw your dono? Yeah, I sent him a $5 dono. Oh, what did I say in the dono? I actually had posted that on Twitter. It's probably been pushed aside by a bunch of slop drama. Why did you lie about kicking? And I put Hallis as, because I didn't know if like I didn't know what words were censored, because I kept trying to send this and it was censored. Why did you lie about kicking Alice Hez before she posted the full call of you admitting it? Did you think that this helped your response? And then he's like, Nicholas!
Nicholas!
Yeah, that was it.
That received over £10,000. And I contributed to that, and I know that many of you guys did because I asked you to.
He shouted you out before reading the dono? Dude, I've done this a million times. I'll get halfway through a dono and I'll realize it's like some racist shit. And then I'll just be like, okay, moving right on to the next one. Because you're not reading the full message. You're trying to lightning bolt through it so you can get back to your train of thought. That's why I do all the donation reads at the end, because I can cut them all out at once if I say anything like insane or whatever. I can just end the stream and then delete all the dono segments and they're all in one spot where I don't have to go look around for them.
And now, apparently, all of that might not even...
Doesn't he have the word brick censored? He might. I don't know. I have no idea. It's really difficult to know what YouTube is just taking out and what is actually censored by a content creator. That's something that a lot of people don't understand, but it's a huge factor in all these dramas. It's like there are two big fucking things that YouTube viewers take for granted that are almost never accurate, okay? We've talked about the first one, return to dislike. Return to YouTube dislike is not accurate. It's actually the least accurate on videos that you specifically want to look at because it's peer-to-peer. So anybody who has the dislike feature brought back in their browser is more likely to use it, and they're probably using it on whatever video you're checking. That will skew the numbers, give you the wrong data. You'll see data points sometimes off by just small percentages, sometimes on point, other times off by 50, 60%. Right? Off by like 80%, showcasing 100,000 dislikes when there are fucking 20,000. All right, it's because of the way that the algorithm is done that makes that thing work. There's no back-end API data they're taking off of new video uploads because it doesn't exist. They took it out. YouTube doesn't allow you to do that. The other one is X-YouTuber is deleting comments. It is almost impossible to prove that a YouTuber is intentionally deleting your comment because there's a million places that comment could get lost. YouTube has their own filtering system, and most of the time when people are going, oh, this YouTuber deleted my YouTube comment, they put a swear word in there, they've said something aggressive, something that YouTube themselves might pluck out. And look, if you go to your comment section right now, this is how it works. I'm not going to show you an example because I'm not going to pull up my comment section on fucking video. But if you go in a video and you check comments, and you go to, like, you get to read the comments, then there's a tab you can hit at the top that some people don't even know, but most people do, that there's a waiting for your approval section, where if you don't go in there, it auto deletes your comment after like a month. If you don't go and manually approve all the comments YouTube thinks are offensive, then they'll just delete those in a couple of months. But if you navigate through all of those, let's say there's 50 comments that you have to check mark, on the very bottom, there's an additional checkbox that says, would you like to see the really bad ones? And then you open that up, and there's like a separate flap inside of another flap that has more comments in it. And it's like, nobody I know does this. Nobody I know goes through all of their videos, who navigates through multiple menus to find the worst possible comments, because if they're put on there and they're in that like folder, I'm still getting credit for you commenting, right? I'm getting all the algorithm shit because it's in this fucking subfolder of a folder. Okay, this is how it works, okay? So you might not even know. I think, dude, actually, I don't know what's going to be in this folder. And this is a risky pull to pull this up on stream right now because I don't know what the fuck is going to show up in this folder. But let's go to today's video, a video that I literally haven't even read the comment section in. And let's go take a look at the analytic comment. Let me see. Holy shit. I'm going to pre-look at it and see if there's anything fucking completely unhinged here. Yeah, it just shows like potentially inappropriate, potentially inappropriate, potentially inappropriate. And then, yeah, okay. Let's see. Yeah, all right. I will show you this. So if you go here and you look at video comments, these are what YouTube deems to be potentially inappropriate. This is stuff that I would literally, if I read them, would absolutely, and if you're, by the way, if you're fighting with somebody, you're almost 100% getting put into one of these folders. Constantly, one of the ones that I see all the time are people arguing in the comment section that will get thrown into this little fucking folder. So I have to manually go through and either delete you, either approve you, or ban you from the channel. But this one, potentially inappropriate, not a block word related issue. YouTube has just cherry picked, cringe the whole lot of it. So yeah, maybe I've banned this chatter, or maybe YouTube is being fucking annoying, so I have to go manually approve that, right? That's what I did. This is a bot, so I'm kind of glad this one got pulled. Like, dude, I'm sorry. Hoo boy, me Mudahar, ladies and boys and gentlemen, ooh boy, right? You see this? You see it right there? Okay, so I just approved that. Now you can see it. Now if you go, now look at this. Do you see this? Comments that may be offensive. We're already in the held section. I have navigated to the held section. Now, in the held section, there's comments that may be offensive have been hidden. So I now have to click this button, and then it gives me a sub-menu where I have to click show. Now I can keep scrolling further, and then like, Tourette's is a son of a bitch. This just never came through. I want to see those soy fuckers cry because the big content creator they slander has money to sue. And this is something that probably shouldn't even be banned. You know what I mean? But like, these are more comments that got hidden, and there's just no reason for that to happen. So again, you might think that the YouTuber that you're watching has blocked out your comment, has banned you, has put a fucking thing in there, and you can check it and try on all your accounts and test and see if it shows up. There are ways to like test it, but I see people constantly say, I left this comment on a video and it wasn't there when I refreshed it. So he's deleting comments, and it happens all the time where somebody's not actually doing it. I'm sorry for my little rant there, but that's just another pet peeve of mine when I see a video essayist who should know better, who knows how their chat and comment section work, try to make that argument baselessly against somebody else when it might be true. It might actually be true. Who knows? But I mean, it's one of those, like the return to YouTube dislike function. Maybe not as severe of a mistake, but we don't actually know for a matter of fact.
For somebody who actually had leukemia or cancer at all. No, I'm incredible.
Yeah, people think you're sitting there deleting comments the second they appear. People do that. That happens 100%. That absolutely does happen. So there are times where that's a viable thing to criticize somebody for, but I'm just saying, If you think, I'm hoping my audience of like 2,500 people who's here right now, 3,100 people are watching this stream throughout the whole night. Jesus, you guys are sick. If you're one of the 3,000 people watching right now, the one thing I want you to take away from this is just like, think twice. A YouTuber has told me someone's deleting comments. A YouTuber has told me this dislike function is how many people dislike the video. Okay, all I can do is tell you, just think twice, use your noggin, say, hey, that's good information. I don't know if it's 100% accurate, and try to move on from there. That's all I can do, is try to give people the tools they need to better diagnose situations when there are YouTubers who don't do good jobs at certain things.
Really confused and shocked by the information that I've been receiving, because I spoke to somebody who had tubes for breathing, who was talking about what it was like to have leukemia, who, from my personal experience...
This is so fucking fun. What are the comments of this video like? He talks like an alien who's doing an impression of whatever it thinks is... Yeah, dude, if Alex is deleting comments, why is this the first thing I saw? It's probably a filter. It's probably a filter. But dude, you're on a video where a guy is like, a girl has faked her death, allegedly. And the first thing you see is Alex talks like an alien doing an impression of what he thinks is sadness. This is his active channel too. Didn't you hit your girl? Like, guys, I gotta be honest with you. I don't think this guy is deleting comments. I just don't think that's the case. He faked being a good person. How many comments is he erasing? It's like, dude, I don't think it's all the comments. I think all of us visiting your channel also know what it's like to have someone pretend to be someone they're completely not. If you're a supporter of I'm Alex, reply to this so I can avoid contact with you in the future. Nah, man, the Alex lore is getting insane. How are you still allowed to upload? Some of y'all didn't listen to the clips of Alex screaming awful obscenities at his ex-girlfriend. Stop deleting comments. Is this your attempt at a comeback? Get off the internet, get a job. Also, stop doing the wobbly serious voice thing. Stop deleting comments. Alex, mate, it's too late. Go work at Tesco. Delete your channel. Childhood cancer is not a joke. Wow, hard stance to take. True champion of the people.
The GOAT. Thank you for the $5.
I think it's time you got a real job. Your past 2 uploads have felt like an insane fever dream. At least she's alive now. I know what kind of person... Okay, that's a crazy comment. Fell off. You can't delete all of us. Deleting comments, huh? Maybe he did delete in the beginning and it got overrun, but it's like, it's a futile effort. Why wouldn't he just put filters in and make it so you guys just can't comment the stuff that, like, you're writing? Go work at Tesco? Yeah, I mean, this is just, it's violently fucking... Like, let's look at new. What are the newest comments on this fucking video? Here. Newest first. Ready? I believe you, whoever you are. Who could fall for something like this? Grow up. Mentioning Cataclysm even though she fucking hates you. Oh my god, as if he's back. The amount of people that spoke out about Alex, such a fake person, and here it is, uploading about someone being fake. Oh wow. Cancer catfish scam. I'd be outraged if this happened to any other YouTuber. Oh my god, dude.
It was very...
As a former Tesco worker, I would not have wanted to work with him. Hell yeah, Namey McName face. I don't think anyone would want to.
Very, very believable.
If it's filtered, it doesn't delete the comments. That's not true. It does delete them, but it wouldn't have deleted them yet because this is only 8 days. It deletes them all after a month. If I go back to an old Nicholas Diorio video on my main channel, any of them, there are no held comments. YouTube goes back and deletes those.
Didn't doubt it for a second. And after seeing a video that was posted yesterday by the YouTuber Cataclysm on her TikTok, which is 9 minutes long, detailing all of the weird issues and strange things that have happened since I posted my video nearly a year ago, I now don't know what exactly it was that I was experiencing last year with this person. You guys
Alex is shocked to find out someone he thought was virtuous is actually like a huge piece of shit, like, you know, most of his audience.
So incredibly kind. You were so nice. What you guys did for this girl was incredible. I am very grateful that you guys showed support to somebody who we believed was going through a horrific time. Childhood cancer is no joke. But now...
Dude, this goes down as like the Mr. Wonderful donation from Chud Logic streams. Like, how am I supposed to make money off of depressed people?
Childhood cancer is No joke.
You know, you could see for a split second he had to think about that before he finished saying it.
Perfect time. Childhood cancer is...
hilarious. No.
No joke.
Okay, got it. We figured it out.
But now May's Instagram account has been removed and deleted. And apparently, there was a funeral that was streamed to Cataclysm, and then she found out that that funeral was actually for somebody else, and it was...
Could you imagine if fucking Cataclysm was watching Hax's funeral and going, it's not even a girl. What's going on? I didn't know. I found out from the Hax situation that that's where... Like, that they do streamed funerals, which I think makes sense. Obviously, like, if your family can't make it. But influencer streamed funerals is like a dark sadness that I never wanted to conceive in my mind.
Streamed to her as if it was May's funeral. It just doesn't...
Why is he showing no evidence for this? Well, because it's been deleted. And it's not like you can go ask Cataclysm because, well, Cataclysm is
make any sense.
Not a big fan. What will Keemstar's funeral look like? I don't know, but I will be there and I'll be crying. I'll be sitting in the front row with big blue tears in my eyes as Keemstar bites the dust.
That's why that would happen if this was at any point a real thing. Now, I had friends who...
Dude, me, Salvo Pancakes, Alex, the stupid, you know, iDubbbz and Ethan Klein will be carrying Keemstar to the ground. Like, we'll be the ones digging the grave to put him in to honor his legacy.
Met up with May in person, who met her physically in the flesh, and they were devastated.
And Sabrina Carpenter, yes.
And they were incredibly upset. And that's how I got introduced to May as...
What about Clown and Tommy? No, it has to be like all the... Actually, it has to be me because I want to be involved, and like all the people who have ever like completely fucked him over. Or he's completely fucked over, I guess. Maybe Tommy could fit that. If Alex... Guys, who was hurt more by their relationship with Keemstar? Avoiding all the positive that you could get, because, I mean, both of these situations are really annoying. Who was hurt more, Tommy or Alex the, you know? Alex the intelligent ethnic fellow.
He was a fan of the channel. And, number one, I don't understand the details on how that could be fake, because I really did believe that this person was incredibly...
Oi, mate, you didn't do your due diligence, did you?
Sick. But apparently, after May passed away, one of the friends who was running the Instagram account, it was somebody who I would talk to when May was too weak to talk to me, or was asleep, or was incredibly ill. This girl called Sophie, who I would communicate with through May's account, ended up complaining that no longer did anybody want to talk to her, no longer did any of the YouTubers speak to her, that she didn't get any attention, and that people only cared about May, which is odd to start off with. And then when
it's like, oh my god, my friend died. Oh, okay, well, thank you, May's friend, for helping us talk to you. It's like, hey, it seems like you guys didn't like me. It's like, no shit, we were like doing something for your friend. What?
Cataclysm called out this person, asked them why was there a funeral that was fake? Why are they being streamed stuff on a Zoom call?
It's so crazy because, again, Cataclysm fucking hates Alex, so this is like fucking... This is so out of the norm.
All the socials got deleted. Every single one of them. And this confuses me because May, the girl I spoke to on video call for hours, multiple times...
Did he never talk to the actual cancer girl? Like, he never saw her face?
Texted with throughout the day. They had a whole life that they told me about. They would tell me about their bunny rabbits, and they would tell me about their boyfriend, and they would tell me about their friends and all of this stuff. And I can't stress enough how this person looked really sick. And I don't understand.
So yeah, oh my god, dude. Oh my god. That is like an evil prank to pull on somebody when you look like you're actually cancer pilled.
What would be fake, but why?
Wait, he's doing the same crying voice he did in his response video? You're right. You are right, couldn't say. Jesus. What do you think he hoped to make out of this video? I think he wanted sympathy. I think he wanted everyone to kind of like, oh wow, Alex, that's so bad. I can't believe that happened. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. I am that man.
Why fake the funeral if any of it at any point was ever real? And now with all the accounts gone, there's nobody who I can speak to, and there's nobody who I could reach out to, and I wouldn't even know where to start with this. I wouldn't even know what to do. I know a lot of you guys who are watching this video will have family and friends who have been affected by cancer and leukemia. I had a friend pass away almost 4 years ago to this day with leukemia. So the fact that that could potentially have been used to scam thousands of pounds from people who genuinely really need it for funeral costs and stuff that ended up being just a restreamed funeral from some random bloke, not even a 17-year-old girl with leukemia.
Like, wait. All right, my question to you is: was it like was it a closed casket thing? Did you not realize that it? Like, what? I don't. Okay, this is just ridiculous. Like, there's no clip here to showcase how this happened. Okay. Did you not? Wait, he says Cataclysm noticed. Did he not watch the funeral of his friend?
Stuff that ended up being just a restreamed funeral from some random bloke, not even a 17-year-old girl with leukemia.
Wait,
just
it was a guy?
Absolutely horrifies me.
Diesel found the clip of the funeral?
I've been incredibly
closed casket, okay.
And
of just some bloke.
Incredibly blessed.
They edited a slideshow and put it over the top of someone else's funeral. That's fucking genius. I mean, it's psychotic, but it's genius.
To meet so many of you guys over the years in person, and I've met many people who are sick and many people who are struggling.
No. They're doing a fucking speech. So they wouldn't be like, oh, this girl's funeral. They'd be like, Michael. Like, wow, Michael is a weird name for this girl.
And the idea that somebody prayed on that to try and get anybody's attention, I just don't know what to say to that, really. The fact is that this Instagram page detailed what it was like to be a child with cancer.
Sorry, I kept hearing like cancer frail, and I was thinking Alberto. That's why the first thing that came into my mind. I mean, he doesn't have cancer, but he sure looks it.
Detail what it was like to be going through chemotherapy, leukemia, would describe those things, would come on call and would sound horrible, looked incredibly sick, like...
It was only streamed on Discord to Cat, apparently. Only a select few watched it, and it was a stolen video. That's so fucking... That is so nuclear.
Be in bed... all wrapped up, but
chemotherapy. He had chemotherapy.
Why would somebody be faking any of this at any point for any reason? It doesn't make any sense to me. What was the money for? Where did it go? Why did this happen?
It was for the chemotherapy.
May's parents through the Instagram account, and they were the ones who told me to do the video. Said it would be a great thing to do to remember.
Oh my god, dude! Could you imagine? The parents, the friends, May, all these people were just one fucking bloke, dude. Why do they call themselves Keffels if they're just one girl, dude?
But now, from the information I've received, I don't even know if any of those people at any point were ever real, or if it was just somebody on one account who was catfishing. The Sophie girl who I spoke to would always take over from May's accounts and would always be speaking to me constantly, and then would be posting stories.
Yeah, like the end is like, oh, my dead cancer friend is like... This is so stupid, dude.
On behalf of May, and that was something that would happen. And then May would take back over, and then I'd speak to May.
What if he's lying about being catfish? Apparently this happened to Cataclysm, and Cataclysm hates him, so if he lied here, she would have just fucking came in and said, yeah, no, nice try, Alex, not today.
If the Sophie girl was faking everything, then if May existed, she would know, because it was the same Instagram account, which leads me to believe that it most likely was somebody catfishing, pretending to be multiple people who built up this...
Which leads me to believe, like, that you need to, like, specify that?
Huge story that then, after they got what they needed from it, ended up just...
Dude, you think when they got caught, she was screaming, Mayday! Mayday! Mayday!
nuking everything. Now, the thing that's really suspicious is the fact that when Cataclysm called out Sophie about the faking of the funeral, she didn't just delete the May's Diary account, but also the boyfriend as well. And I spoke to May. So why would the boyfriend account get deleted at the same time that Sophie deletes her account at this point in time when May has apparently been passed away and has been dead for 10 months? The only thing that I can think of is that it's all one person who was running all of those accounts, who was on those video calls, who pretended to be ill and faked it all and took the money and ran. I'm very sorry for this video being incredibly rambly. I just felt like I couldn't delete or hide the previous video without coming on here and addressing it in some way, shape or form.
Wait, oh my god, did he do this recently too? The previous, oh maybe, no, it was probably an older video because it was already removed. Could you imagine he came back and the first thing he did was promote a scam and like send people to donate money to some fucking fake person? That would be so funny.
I am still trying to piece this together, but I don't feel right having a video like that up on my channel for multiple reasons. But I also felt that if it does turn out that this was all a big fraudulent scam, I am very sorry that I asked you guys to do that.
It was Shelbo based.
And
what a fucking pathetic piece of shit, dude. Holy fuck. So this is the Reddit thread associated. His manipulation is so obvious. Hey guys, remember that good thing I did? Remember? See, I'm such a good guy. I'm a good person because of this good thing I did for a person who might have lied for me. Also, him talking about Cataclysm despite her calling him out as an abuser is insane. I would almost suggest that he knows being associated with him is an incredibly negative thing because she was one of the ones who really made a lot of videos about him. That was intentionally a move to try to hurt her career. Although she doesn't need the help with that after being... Oh my god, dude. Holy fuck. Okay. I mean, Cataclysm is retarded, but like, yeah, that was the issue, not like the whole Lewis McClung thing. He didn't once talk about the brick video. He did everything but talk about the actual footage. Everything else he says can be chalked up to hearsay, but a few points. His evidence is And by the way, listen, Kavos stepped up, okay? Kavos has been sued for defamation in fucking... in the UK, all right? I'm not saying that Alex should go sue Kavos because I don't want Kavos to suffer a lot of damages if like something goes wrong, but like, I mean, Alex, it's extremely easy to win if you're telling the truth, buddy. Kavos just put your screenshots up on the screen. Do you have the Billy Mitchell inside of you, or are you the Carl Jobs? You know what I mean? Like, if Alex really wants to put his money where his mouth is, fuck going after Alice. She probably has nothing to take, right? I mean, Kavos literally just published a video going through and exposing you. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think Kavos wins that 100 times out of 100, but that's probably why Alex won't choose to do that. There are two wolves inside of you, which is it Carl Jobst or Billy Mitchell? Lil Bro thinks we forgot. Well, I don't feel like what he's talking about is quite as sad, realizing that my issue is that him after realizing that my issue is that him saying that if it were, say, any of his non-controversial friends like Will or George, my sympathy would be with them. But Alex is the same guy who's literally exposed for being in a toxic relationship. Why can't he just fuck off and say goodnight? Nobody wants you here, Alex. Does he really think he can come back after everything? Everyone saw what a disgusting human being he is. Narcissist, accountability is dead. Considering the smear campaign Cataclysm spearheaded against Dakey Jabo, I'm not surprised that Alex tries to align himself with her. Maybe he's onto something. Also, a bit off topic, but I can't take it out of my head. I can't get it out of my head. In the apology video Cataclysm made toward Dakey Jabo, she didn't apologize for the multiple insults she threw at the man. There were so many. It's so okay, no, nobody cares about any of this. YouTube drama Reddit. We showed this donation sound too.
I need Nicholas, the goat. Thank you for the $5, my man.
I feel like I don't need to play this because it's played so many times since we made it. Because 5 is such a common denomination for donation number. So this is the Alex went live yesterday thing. Thanks for reminding me to unsub. I'm so relieved the comments look like this. I was worried everyone would fall into blatant manipulation. Keep reminding him. He pulled a Cody Co and just resumed like it was nothing. I thought it was Memulous for a second. I'm not watching this. Looks like he couldn't get a real job, so he's back here. Dude really thinks he can come back. Gollum from Lord of the Rings. The audacity to return like everything normal is insane. I know what kind of man you are. No, mate. No way you're gonna post like normal after all of that. You going live last night pissed me off. You're deluded. Please don't ignore what this man has done. It's disgusting. He's actually come back like this. Wow, how anyone say anything positive here? Like, he's getting absolutely fucking annihilated in his comment section. Blues Dank, does he think he can just make money and be left alone? He's going to be a dead name in a month. Surely someone got the VOD before it was removed, and I said still up on his main. You can check it out. Now, somebody has asked me to review a YouTube video tonight that I definitely don't want to pull up on stream, and we're going to pull it up because I have a... I don't know. This is... Oh, fuck, dude. Wait, I didn't see this. Thank you. I'm probably going to put this in the thumbnail. Colossal is Crazy came to the chat today to say that he is Comment Cop. I could kind of see that. Could you see Colossal? I don't think it's true, but... Colossal is Crazy came in to say that he is Comment Cop, dude. It's proven. It's proven. He's one of the Comment Cop Mafia boys. I didn't see that. I do want to pull this up. This is like... dude, this is so great.
Welcome, members of the audience. I am your host. Somehow
I know. I said we were never going to do this again. But Alex named him, so we're going to watch this until I can't watch it anymore. No, dude, no, you don't understand. You don't get it. You don't get it. This is relevant. We're going to watch just a little bit of this, okay? It's only 19 minutes. We're not going to even get through it. It's all right. We're going to try. We're going to try. Dude, I get so many requests to cover some more McClung tent, all right? All right, we're gonna watch just a little McClung tent tonight. Just a little McClung, dude.
Now involved. Today is a big day. After a year,
dude, the whole chat has not moved this fast. I think we hit peak chat. Like, oh, dude, if people are like, "Oh, Nick, why is your chat moving so slow?" or whatever, I just need to put Lewis McClung on the screen, and people will get like whiplash.
Cricket. I'm Alex Elmsley, who used.
Actually, funny. If you guys donate me $50, I'll turn off the video.
To be one of the biggest commentary YouTubers in the English commentary sphere, the British commentary sphere. He fell off the face of the earth, and for good reason. If you need a quick
immediately suffer, Nick, suffer.
Recap. If you weren't there for the original situation, basically Alex was exposed, and I mean literally exposed. Often you'll say that in terms of like, oh, we found something out. No, it was like thrown out into the internet. Look, Alex decided to verbally harass, verbally assault his partner, and
holy shit, dude! Oh my god, bro! He's just such a fucking grandstander. I agree with everything this guy's saying, and in the same fucking vein, I can't stand him. But listen, all right, Chad Bowblacks. Do you see Chad Bowblacks here on the screen right now? This is Chad Blacks.
I am not putting that lightly.
Okay, anyway, that was the end of the segment. Thank you so much for watching Lewis McClung. I appreciate everybody who's come out to watch the I'm Alex segment for the night. Do you guys want to try to dive into Nerd City? Do you guys want to dive into Nerd City for a little bit?
Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo.
All right, guys. Okay, dude. Thank you. Nobody else has to donate. I appreciate the next 50 that came through. Jesus fucking Christ. You guys really don't like this, dude. All right, never mind. We'll do Nerd City.